All right, welcome back. Today we are talking about the Pareto Principle, which is the 80-20 rule, and how it applies to your business. So I'm sure you've heard of the 80-20 rule. It's a common little adage that gets thrown around in a lot of different contexts. And I think it's really interesting to look at it in business because it tends to run true. Go figure. So the 80-20 rule essentially says 80% of your X is generated by 20% of your Y. So in business, it would be 80% of your revenue comes from 20% of your clients. A lot of times it's like 80% of the results come from 20% of the work, things like that. So it's this, or you might hear it in around diets and eating to say, 80% healthy, 20% not so healthy, things like that. So what we're talking about here in business, though, is the idea of how in your business, is it true that 80% of your revenue is generated by 20% of your clients, your products, your customer? What is it? And maybe it doesn't apply for you, but it's just an interesting exercise to do. So what I like to do to examine this in your business is to look at every source of revenue you have, every product you sell, every service you provide, and then take a month or a quarter or even a year and look at the breakdown of those line items. So if you've got 5 different services or products that generate revenue in your business, and you look at the total revenue by line item and then compare that to your number of customers or the quantity of those things that were purchased, it may ring true for you that 80% of the revenue is coming from 20% of the services or the products. So it's an interesting exercise to do and a unique application of the Pareto Rule when we're looking at our businesses. And it's a learning point, I think, for a lot of us when we discover the breakdown of revenue in our businesses to give us a little bit of context about what might be working and what may not be working. So if you do this in your business, feel free to comment on the video or send us an email or comment on one of our social media posts and just let us know what you learned about your business. I always think it's really interesting to see the awareness that happens when you become a little bit more knowledgeable or intimate with the breakdown of your revenue. And it might give you some insight into things that you want to do more of in your business, or maybe some things that aren't performing as well that you would want to eliminate. So I hope it's helpful, and we will see you tomorrow.